In this video, I'll discuss hiding portions of a table. Now, when you have a table in HTML, and typically they can become quite wide, then when you resize your screen, you're going to get this effect. So the table is going to start to change its size and shape, and that's based on how you set the width and height of the table. In this case, I've created this table as an elastic table, so therefore it resizes automatically. But as the viewport gets narrower, you can see the scroll bar is going to kick in now, because now the browser can't show all the information the way it wants to. So we've got the scroll bar down here, and as I keep on shrinking that viewport, you can see the scroll bar, the horizontal scroll bar gets longer. I'll go back and resize that to full width and show you how you can fix that, because the responsive solution to this is to hide portions of this table. So let's go ahead and see how that's done. Now I've got some media queries here, and all I'm going to do is put in a new rule for each of the media queries. So this is the first one. This is the narrowest, and we're going to create a rule for the table tag. Display block, that's very important that we put that in. And then we use the overflow rule. And for this, we're going to say hidden. So what we're doing here is we're hiding the overflow of the table. Now I'll go ahead and copy that, and I'll put it in the next highest rule, and that's 768 to 1024 pixels. And it doesn't really matter that you probably don't need to put it in here, but it never hurts. It really depends on the type of table, the amount of content, the amount of cells that you have in it. So I'll go ahead and save that, and then go back and refresh the page. Now, when we start to resize it, you can see that the table is still shrinking on us. Now, if I had set a fixed width for that table, we probably wouldn't see that. But as we get to a point where the browser would normally put in that scroll bar across the bottom, you can see now what's happening is it's cutting off the content. So what we're doing is telling the browser to hide that content. That's the overflow. And as I shrink the viewport, that overflow continues to be hidden. So that's a really effective way of dealing with a table to make it responsive. It's not a perfect solution. There are times when you'll want to use it, and other times when you don't want to use it. For instance, it's not really great for a smartphone in this particular example, because we're only seeing a very small portion of the table. Now, it might be a better idea to actually make it scrollable so that the user can actually see all the content in the table rather than having it cut off. But it is a great solution for ensuring that when a screen size, a viewport width gets lower, that we can actually cut off that content and make sure that overflow gets hidden, and that just adds to our responsiveness in our web page.